Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's still teaching this truth. And as always, much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes in who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all, I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson today will be edifying. And I actually just want to follow up on a lesson that I had did this morning, going in on the similarities between the ancient Roman Empire as well as the American Empire today. All right, because once again, all right, America is a reincarnation of this Roman Empire all over again. Okay, in this beast system, that's been set up worldwide through the military industrial complex spearheaded by America, which is the whore that rides upon the beast. Okay, as well as this financial sector with Great Britain. All right, and this religious sector going into Rome or the Vatican. All right, all these things accumulate, if I'm saying that word correctly, all these things pretty much add up to the ancient Roman Empire coming back today, revised. Okay, and I was going into this article here today, this morning, from probe.org, and you have a guy by the name of Kirby Anderson that was breaking down the similarities between America and Rome. And if you watch my video that I did this morning, you know, and I was going in on the pretty much symbolism and the image of the beast and how it's both speaking today. You know, and one key thing I forgot to mention was, you know, what's America's symbol? All right, the American symbol is the bald eagle. All right, and whenever you look at I'll say America, eagle symbol, and Rome, we'll just type that in and let's just see what pops up. Okay, it says the eagle was a symbol of power and authority in ancient Rome and in the United States. Okay, and in the United States. You see, it says the eagles are of great importance to the Romans. Okay, that's why you have like I said, you have the American bald eagle, and the eagle represents, you know, it represents pride. You see, because the eagle is one of the highest flying birds, and the eagle has a keen sight. Okay. And America boasts itself and it prides itself in the fact that it you know, pretty much towers over the rest of these different nations, which Yahweh Bashem Shai set up America to be the top nation. All right, it says, as it was the bird of Jupiter, the king of the gods. It was also seen as a symbol for strength, courage, and immortality. You see, and these devils don't think that they'll ever fall, man. That's why the scripture says in Psalm 49:11 that their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places unto the ends of the earth. It was also believed to be king of the birds that could fly above the storm. You know? And America prides itself upon, you know, its height in a sense. You know, and they got their Air Force. You know, they have all these various different things that they pride themselves on. And this lines up with the scripture in the book of Obadiah, and then we'll go to the article. All right, this is Obadiah 1. And here we go, Obadiah 1, and let's start at verse 3. All right, it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, and that word heart in the Hebrew is your mind, la'ab. Okay, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Okay, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, because where did Esau come out of, man? All right, Esau came out of Mount Seir. You know, they crept up there into Petra, you know, and established themselves a home. They didn't come out of the Caucasus Mountains like you had the guy at the IUIC saying. That's not where they came from. Okay, Esau came out of Seir, or I'd rather say he dwelt in Seir. He took them. He took the Horites out of that land initially because they were there, and they became the inhabitants of Mount Seir. Okay, that's why when you look at the American infrastructure, it's just nothing but concrete and buildings all over the damn place, man, because it resembles these different caves. And even when you look at ancient Petra, it looks like particular buildings that you will see in your downtown, in one of your major cities downtown. Okay, as a matter of fact, since we're already here, all right, let's go ahead and let's type in Petra. 1 second. Let's type in Petra buildings mountain. And you see the apostles, beginning with elder apostles on down, you seen them do plenty of videos on this topic. But boom, there you go. And like I said, this looks like one of your Senate houses today. Like if you were to go to downtown, or you go to one of your one of your modern day courthouses or judicial systems, it will look something similar to this, man. Okay, and this is where Esau dwelt, over here in Petra, which is I want to say this is like southeast of Jordan, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it says Petra is a half-built, half-carved ancient city in Jordan. There it is. The city is surrounded by mountains with gorges and passages. Some historians believe that the Nabateans cut giant steps into the mountain to build the city structures, and they try to link the quote-unquote Nabateans to the Edomites, but that's just Esau trying to be a devil, as he is. But going back to the scripture, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high." Okay, whose habitation is high, because now Esau, dwells amongst the stars, man. He's got the space stations and the satellites and things of that nature. And they have the ISS space stations where they want to actually try to attempt to flee from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, from the destruction. All right, it says, "Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" And that's how he thinks. He believes that he believes that he can't be brought down. He believes that his power structure and his system is going to continue forever. His AI technology is just going to continue to enhance and increase. And with this destruction, he'll be able to rise out the ashes like the phoenix and just have everybody pretty much enslaved to this AI digital world that they're setting up. Okay, so though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and we just read that, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. Okay, and that word nest goes into also weaponry, an abode of weapons. Okay, and it's ironic how Donald Trump, whenever he was in office, he established what? He established the 6th branch of military, which is the United States Space Force, and that's number 6. Because they understand and know that whenever Yahweh Shah returns with the Holy Host, that it's going to be an all-out war in heaven. That's where you get Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels in Revelation 17. Okay? "And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh." Okay? And they're being brought down now. And it's crazy and very, very highly spiritual. I don't even want to use the word crazy. It's very highly spiritual that in the beginning, whenever you had the space race going on between the United States and Russia, okay, that was around the same time whenever Abba Bivens was on the scene, when the truth really started going out. See, so Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is very systematic in how he does things. Okay, now going back here to the article, we'll start right here. It says, "Let's begin by looking at some political, geographical, and demographic similarities." 1. Dominant powers. Okay, dominant powers. Rome and America are the most powerful actors in their world by many orders of magnitude. All right, their power includes both military might and the soft power of language. Okay, military might and the soft power of language. All right, let's get a few words here, or not a few words. Let's get a few scriptures. Okay, so it says military might and the soft power of language. All right, so alluding to the military might, let's go to Psalm 140. Let's go there first. All right, let's get Psalm 140 and 3. All right, just bear with me 1 second, Babu Kasha. All All right, Psalm 140 and 2 actually. We'll start at the top. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. And that violent man is talking about Esau. He's the evil and the violent man. Okay? Which imagine mischiefs in their heart. All these mischiefs that they do. You know, as the scripture says, woe unto them that devise mischief and worketh evil upon their beds. In Micah 2. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. Okay, they imagine these things because they have the power to do it. And one of the major things that they imagine is what? Ultimately, MOTB and everybody, man. Okay? It says, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. Okay, continually are they gathered together for war. And when you look at America, out of the 250 years it's been established, it's been at war, I want to say 200 and let me see if I can get that exact number. 250 years America established. How many years at war? Let's do it like this and see if it shows up. Here it is right here. Boom. It says, according to the news, the United States has been at war for 225 out of 243 years since 1776. Okay, and America has been in the offensive. And that number is a give or take. The U.S. has been at war 222 out of 239 years, is give or take. But within these years that it's been established, it's always consistently been at war, and it's been in the offensive part of the war. Okay, because this is that a revival of the Roman Empire coming back in America, or I'd rather say Esau used America as the sword to pretty much put all these different nations in subjection worldwide through its military, man. Okay, so going back, it says, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. Okay, the scriptures also call America the hammer of the earth. In Babylon and Jeremiah. Okay, how's the hammer of the earth cut asunder? Right, Jeremiah 50 and 23. All right, it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And that hammer of the earth is talking about America. It's cut asunder and it's broken. And how is it going to be cut asunder and broken? Ultimately through war, man. All right, thermonuclear destruction. Okay, its military might is not going to be as powerful as it deems. Okay, because ultimately they're going to be cut down and destroyed, man. It's also written in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Okay, how is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Okay, but it's known as the hammer of the earth. And what does a hammer do? A hammer breaks things. It can break things into pieces. Okay, and America is known for breaking in pieces these different nations, of putting them into subjection to follow after their democracy and the different laws that they pass, man. Okay, so it mentioned, let me go back here. All right. It mentioned Rome and America are the most powerful actors in their world by many orders of magnitude. Their power includes both military might, and we just gave 2 precepts on that, and the soft power of language. Okay, the soft power of language. And what's an example of the soft power of language? All right, pretty much them using they're using their tongue, their double tongue. All right, we read it earlier this morning in Revelation 13 and 11. All right, they had 2 horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. Okay, they'll use soft words to try to get their way and try to lure you into believing them, but ultimately it's poisonous venom. You see, as a matter of fact, let's get a poison of asp. Let's get that one first. I think I spelled it wrong. Poison. There we go. Poison. All right, whoops, Salakia. I'll just type in the word poison. Asps. Okay, they're let's read both of these. Psalm 58:4 says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. You see, and that's when in a serpent's strength is in his fangs, and that's where within the fangs, that's where the venom comes out of. You see, that's why the scripture says, break their teeth, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, out of their mouth. You know, because if a serpent doesn't have any fangs, or if a lion doesn't have any teeth, it's really useless. So it says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. All right, Psalm 140:3. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. See that? They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. And what's notable about a serpent, or noticeable, I meant to say, about a serpent, is the fact that it has a forked tongue. You know, it could say one thing. You know, these devils, they'll say one thing, but they really have an ulterior motive and mean another. Adder's poison is under their lips. Selah. Okay, adder's poison. Okay, let's get Psalm 55:21. Psalm 55, verse 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Okay, let's get smoother real quick here. All right, it says that the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. All right, that word smoother is chalak. Okay, that word is chalak. And it says to be smooth, be slippery. You see, smooth, empty words, make smooth, lie, forge, fabricate. Does not the scripture call this devil the forger of lies and the physician of no value? In Job the 13th chapter. You see, and that's all that he does upon the planet Earth, is just forge his lies worldwide. See, he forges his lies, and through the Renaissance period, he forged his lies pretty much worldwide. To the point whereas he pretty much showed himself to be the hunk of the earth. You know? It says be smooth, be slippery, smooth, empty. And his words are just vain, empty words too. That doesn't have any weight. They'll say one thing, like I said, they'll say one thing, but they really have another meaning behind it. Look at this whole migrant issue taking place. Now they're trying to frame it and put it on Jake. That Jake is the one that's carrying these different diseases across the border and things of that nature. And they did the same thing. And they did the same thing with the Crown Vicky Icky. Okay? Saying that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans should get the juicy pop. Okay, and if you guys understand and catch my drift when I say that. Okay? They were the main ones saying that, you know, you guys are the ones that got to get it. Okay? It says of words being smooth, deceptive. You see, because it's really that old serpent going back into the gardens, that old serpent that grew into the 7-headed dragon with 10 heads, or, you know, the 7-headed dragon with 10 horns, man. There's this beast. You see? A deceptive, slippery devil, man. And that's why we call Esau Edom the devil, man. That word devil literally just means deceiver. Someone who deceives. Okay? Oh, man, there was another precept that was in my mind that I was going to get. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Call all your Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says that, believe him not for 7 abominations. Abominations. Yep, Proverbs 26:25. Let's get that real quick. Let's start up at verse 24. It says, He that hateth dissembleth with his lips. Now let's get this word dissembleth. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips. Now remember Esau. All right, Esau said in his heart that he would attempt to kill Jacob after Isaac's death. You see? So that hatred is there, man. The scripture says that he had a perpetual hatred for Jacob in Ezekiel 35. So it says, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips. And that word dissembleth is Nakar. Yeah, Nakar. Okay. And Proverbs 25, 26 and 24. Yeah, 26 and 24. And it says, act or treat as foreign or strange, disguise, misconstrue. You know, when you misconstrue your words, it's like you twisting your words. He will disguise his words. He'll disguise his words as being love, but really it's hate. Really it's evil. Feign behind his words. And prime example is this man JB. You know, had all these promises for you big head ass niggas that want to vote for him. Now look, you know, he'll misconstrue his words. Scripture says, never trust thine enemy. And as iron rusts, so is his wickedness, man. Never trust your enemy, man. Because he'll look to overtake you and look to sit in your seat. You see? So it says, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips and layeth up deceit within him. You see? Everything that this devil says is built upon deceit and fraud, guile. Okay? Verse 25, it says, when he speaketh fair. All right, when that word fair, I want to say, let's see if that word is tawab there. Let's see. Okay, it's not. That word fair is chanun. Okay, to be gracious, when he shows a form of grace or gratitude towards you. You see, and that's why you gotta watch these devils, man. When they try to tell you something good, quote unquote something good, you gotta always know that there's an ulterior motive behind it. Okay, it says make gracious or favorable. Okay, when he speaks fair, when he tries to show himself as favorable towards you, and like he's on your side. Hey guy, I'm on your side. I'm on your team. I'm on your side, boss. Hey boss, I'm on your side. You better believe that this devil got a whole other plan set up for you. All right, it says verse 25. When he speaketh fair or gracious, believe him not. Okay, never trust thine enemy. Sirach 12:10. For there are 7 abominations in his heart. You see, he got 7 ways. You know, and 7 is just the number of completion. It doesn't necessarily mean it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has a various different kinds of ways of abominations within his mind to overthrow you and to overtake you. It says whose hatred is covered by deceit. Okay, whose hatred is covered by deceit or trickery or guile. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation, and that's what you see happening right now. His wickedness is being shown before the whole congregation. Shameful spewing is being put upon his glory, so now his horns is just openly just showing now. You know, he had to hide and conceal his horns at one point, but now that he's being revealed, he's about to come forth and let you know who Esau about to come out and let you know who he truly is, man, and what he's really about. Especially when this MOTB system gets rolled out worldwide, he's gonna really show you what it's all about and how he really thinks about you, Jakes, man. Okay. It says the power includes mighty. Their power includes both mighty military might, in the soft power of language, culture. Okay, you got this American culture and the Roman culture, all the same thing. You know, immorality is at an all-time high. You know, when you look at how degrading the women are in today's society, then beginning with the nigga woman, Eve, all the way down to the so-called Latino Native American women. Okay, when you see how these women act in today's time, it lets you know how society is crumbling. Is when you look at their women. It says culture, commerce, technology, and ideas. You see, in the whole aspect of the Renaissance, was a form of the rebirth of that Roman way or the Roman idea. Okay, it says approximately equal in size. Rome and America are comparable in physical size, whereas that's really not true. You know what I'm saying? America is way bigger than Rome. Okay. Rome and America are comparably equal in size. A Roman Empire in this Mediterranean lake would fit inside the 3 million square miles of the lower 48 states, though without a lot to spare. So this is pretty much saying that the Mediterranean world of that time, the Roman Empire, I'd rather say, in the Mediterranean world around that time is pretty much equal to the size of America. All right, it says global influence. Both Rome and America created global structures. All right, global influence though. Remember we read earlier this morning, okay, in Revelation the 13th chapter, that the whole world wondered after the image of the beast, and that's global influence. Okay, let's actually grab a precept on that. Global influence. Jeremiah 50 and is it 51 and 7? Yeah, I think it's 51 and 7. Yeah, Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 7, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand. Okay, and this Babylon here is talking about America. All right, and it says Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, letting you know who's really in control of these kingdoms. Who's in control of Esau using Babylon? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, the Lord is the one that's in control of that. Okay, Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay, all of America's influence pretty much floods throughout the whole world. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You see? And when you're mad, you're intoxicated, you're inebriated. You know, you don't think clearly. You see, but now these other nations are knowing, like, man, look, man, you know, messing around with America, man, you messing around to get burnt. Okay? Following after these philosophies, that's why you got a lot of these different nations that are now rejecting the American way. You know? Ghana's rejecting the American way when it comes to that Moism, man. You know, in Russia, okay, in Russia they're pretty much rejecting that whole MO lifestyle too, and it could be considered punishable up to pretty much being in prison. Okay, let's get the book of Habakkuk real quick, because we're still in global influence. Yep, Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. Okay, and that wine is other philosophies. You know, it's laws. It's way of thinking. You know, it's American way. Yeah, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. He's in everybody's backyard. Just has Switzerland that just joined NATO. They're trying to get Ukraine to join NATO. Okay, he's all over the place. Okay, and the scripture says that Esau will be a fugitive and a vagabond. Okay? Pretty much meaning that he will be wandering all over the damn place. When he would have the dominion. Okay? And that word dominion is nawad, I want to say in the Hebrew, which means to be a wanderer. Okay? Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Okay? And hell can never be filled up. Okay? This ain't talking about no place where you burn forever, IUIC. It says he enlargeth his desire as hell. His desire, pretty much he's insatiable. And is as death. And cannot be satisfied. You see? Esau can't be satisfied, man. He would never stop. You see, he'll never stop until he has enough. But he'll never have enough. He would just keep on going. That's why Yahweh Shai said that pretty much there will be, if the Lord did not return, there will be no flesh left to be saved, man. He would end up, you know, killing, reaping all the resources out the earth, killing everybody than himself. You know, try to go to Mars and build a Walmart on Mars and a smoke shop, you know, all this madness, man. And is as death. Okay, and he is as death. Okay, and death and hell followed after him, man. Okay. And could not be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. See, all nations and all people is heaped unto this man, which is ultimately going to backfire upon him, as you read in here in verse 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that thick clay is going to Abatyat. Or rather say that word thick clay is Abatyat, which is heavy debts. Okay? Because all these different nations that, you know, took a deal with Esau, You know, ultimately these different nations are gonna they're gonna team up against Esau, and these different missiles that they got from Esau, they're gonna use it on him. You know, they're gonna use it on him. But right now he has the power, because the scripture says that what, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. Global influence. Both Rome and America created global structures, administrative, economic, okay, military, cultural, that the rest of the world and their own citizens came to take for granted, as gravity and photosynthesis are taken for granted. Open society. Both are societies made up of many people. Okay. America is also known as what? The Great Melting Pot. Okay. That lines up with what's this, Revelation 17, that the great horse sitteth upon many waters, and that word, and when you read down in that chapter, the many waters is talking about many different people. Okay. Both are societies made up of many people, open to newcomers, willing to absorb the genes and lifestyle and gods of everyone else. Okay, here you can worship anything. That's why the idols are going to be moved out this place whenever Yahweh Basham Shah returns. But you can worship anything. Hell, you can make yourself a quote unquote god if you really want to. You see? It says, and to grant citizenship to incoming tribes from all corners of the earth. You know, it's easily now you got these people just coming into America, these migrants just coming into America for free, like just coming over. You know, no visas are being checked, nothing like that. You know, it says cultural similarities. Romans and Americans can't get enough of laws and lawyers and lawsuits. They relish the ritual humiliation of public figures. Americans through comedy and satire, talk, radio, and court TV, pretty much bread and circuses, distractions. The Romans through vicious satire, to be sure, but also during the Republic by means of the sensorial nota, the public airing, name by name, of everything great men of the time should be ashamed of. See, pretty much like a public shaming. You know, the humiliation of public figures, man. Okay, so they was doing that back in Rome too. It says chosen people. Both see themselves as chosen people, and both see their national character as exceptional. While there are many similarities, there are also profound. What the hell is going on here? Man, these people got bugged out demons on them. It says, while there are many similarities, there are also profound differences between Rome and America. Before we look at 6 major parallels that Murphy talks about, all right, we need to remind ourselves that there are many distinct differences between Rome and America. And this is where I'm going to stop it here. I want to go into the similarities here because, like I said, I did an introduction this morning, and I want to go more into the article, and I had a little bit more time now that I'm off of work. But Lord's will, I'll go back into the article a little bit more if Yahweh Basham Shah permits, maybe today. But Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Hakudash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone that taught us the truth and that's still teaching us truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.